And I've had two experiences this month in the meditative state that I want to share with you. And the first one very, very much involves water. I was listening, reading a channeling by Archangel Michael, and he just mentioned planetary warming. And within seconds, I found myself at a very, very deep level of meditation. And I asked, what can we do to assist the planet so that it's not going to be harmed by planetary warming? And I instantly had a three-word answer: create more clouds. Well, that made a lot of sense, and I wondered, why didn't I think of that? It's so obvious. Clouds reflect heat from the sun back into space, not allowing it to reach the surface of the earth. And this was a channeling that went on for a week. It would come, they'd give me a nugget, one or two nuggets a day, all right? Very, very strange. I've never had that happen before. And the next day I asked, well, how do we create more clouds? And the answer was, talk to the water divas. Wow. Water divas, nature spirits. Fine. And the next day they said, because I wondered, do water divas have the ability to alter the rate of evaporation? If we want more clouds, more water has to evaporate more quickly. And on the third day, I got the answer, yes. Nature spirits, along with everything in, on, and above the planet, are ascending. And nature spirits now have the ability to control the rate at which water evaporates from the surface. And so they can speed up or slow down the rate of evaporation. And considering 70% of the surface of the earth is water. Wow. And clouds are made out of evaporated water. Okay? Turning a liquid water into a gaseous water is what creates the clouds. And now the water spirits control that. And they said not all of the water spirits are yet aware that they have this ability. So we have a couple of roles to play here. And I don't know of any group of people on the planet that are equipped to handle this other than the light workers. I mean, if you talk to people about divas and water spirits, they're going to look at you like you're kind of crazy. But not light workers. And light workers are used to meditating. And meditation is far and away the most effective way to communicate with the spirit realm, including the water spirits. So if we, in our meditation, get as deep as we can get, and if we can reach the soul level, if we can communicate from our soul to the soul of the water divas, that would be perfect. But even if we can't get that deep, with using our mental body and combining it with our emotional body, and using our physical body to voice the words either in our head or to verbalize them, and asking the water divas, or telling them, do you know that you can raise and slow down the rate at which water evaporates now? That's a marvelous thing for you to know and to be able to do. And did you know that the earth is warming up and your help is desperately needed so to keep it from overheating? And you can do that by speeding up the rate at which water is evaporating, and it will form more clouds which will block out more heat from coming into the earth from the sun. We're asking you to do that. And send the divas a lot of love and express your gratitude for what they do. Without them, hardly any life would be able to exist on the planet. They are a key player in the evolution and even the existence of life. So let them know that how much you love them, appreciate them, and thank them for doing all that they can do to help planetary warming slow down by creating more clouds. Okay? And don't do that once. Please, for at least the next 30 days, do it every day. And then beyond that, I'm going to suggest do it once a week or whenever it comes to your mind. And you don't have to be in the alpha state. You know, if you're washing dishes or doing laundry or cleaning up around the house and water comes to your mind or the divas come to your mind or planetary warming comes to your mind, just pause for a matter of seconds. Think of the divas. Send them love. Thank them for speeding up the rate of evaporation. Okay? It's up to us, the light workers, to do this because there's no other group on the planet that I know of that is equipped to do it. So we can benefit not only the planet, but everyone in, on, and above the planet. All right? So it's a big job. And I think we're on the planet to do this, among other things, but this is one of the more important things I think we're here to do. Okay, now, the second thing I want to talk about. Last week I was meditating, and it was a sunny day. But in my meditation, I saw this gigantic cloud covering from horizon to horizon, and it was so dark, it was almost black. And it was moving over towards me, over the earth. And oh my God, you know, what is this? And the message that came with the storm was, for hundreds of years, the earth has absorbed the abuse that humankind has thrust upon it, punching holes in its surface, extracting liquids, water and oil and gases from the earth, not asking permission, not giving thanks. And they've dug how many places to get coal and various minerals of iron and copper and aluminum out of the soil. And did they ask? No. Did they express gratitude? No. And how many wars have humans perpetrated on the earth? And the energy of war, if you walk into an old battlefield, you can still feel the killing, the pain, the anguish that's there. And the earth only has a limited way of getting rid of this negative energy. And that's through storms, hurricanes, tornadoes, winds, floods, droughts, earthquakes, volcanic eruptions. They're all violent and they're all destructive. And it's got so much of it that the earth has ascended to the fourth dimension, and it can't go any further until it does some massive clearing, because the earth is headed, like us, into the fifth dimension. And the soul, or the earth, is the body of the one that ensouls the earth. There is an earth soul, and the earth is its body. And can you imagine the pain that we've inflicted on that poor soul? And now it's time for us to do something about it. If we don't do anything about it, the intensity of the storms that we're going to endure, the eruptions, the earthquakes, are going to be tremendous. But if we focus our attention on the earth, and we express gratitude, because literally everything that we have is made out of earth material, including our own physical bodies. Express love for Mother Earth. Think of her and treat her like your mother, because she is that. but on a planetary scale. As you sit down to eat your meal, bless your food and thank Mother Earth for providing it. As you get into your car, thank Mother Earth for providing the materials for the car. As you dress in the morning, thank Mother Earth for the material that your clothes, your shoes are made out of. We can transmute so much of the hurt that Mother Earth feels by just letting her know how much we love her, how much we appreciate her, how good she has been to. She's never charged us anything for what she has so freely given to us. And now it's time for us to express our gratitude, our thanksgiving, to express the love we have for her. And as we do this, the more we do this, the less she has to release herself through the violence of nature. We can help the transition from the fourth to the fifth dimension be more peaceful, more tranquil, less painful, less destructive. And again, light workers are ideally positioned to do that. In fact, I believe that that is the reason that all light workers are here. And that's to assist Mother Earth in her ascension. And in doing so, we are helping to ascend ourselves. If you help another ascend, you can't do that without you having a very positive feedback and a positive effect in your life. So if you want to personally ascend, ascension comes about from giving. And I'm asking you to give to the planet, to humanity, to all of the life forms in, on, and above the planet, by working with the water, by working with the air divas. And I forgot to mention that. Talk to the air divas and ask them to redirect the clouds so that there's a more even distribution of rain over the surface of the land mass. North Africa is desert. Most of all of Australia, 92% is either arid or semi-arid. In the western part of the United States, we have semi-arid and arid lands. Russia, in the northern part of the country, semi-arid. And since there are deserts in Mexico and South America, if we can ask the air divas to direct clouds, rain clouds, over these arid areas, and in your heart and in your mind, see these arid areas flourishing with green, with plants, and see the plants absorbing carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide doesn't cause planetary warming, but it is a factor. Carbon dioxide blocks heat from radiating off of the earth. So, with more clouds, if we stop more heat from coming in, and we have more plants that are, so there aren't so many blockages of carbon dioxide for heat to exit the earth. And another thing, in order to evaporate water, it absorbs heat. So that in itself has a cooling process. And the rain that it brings, it cools the air. And when the rain lays on the surface of the earth, some of it soaks into the ground, some of it evaporates. As it evaporates, it too is cooling. So we've got three ways in which the water is cooling: by working with the water divas, and by having the air divas alter the air currents so that the arid areas become lush with vegetation. we're taking care of not only carbon dioxide, but the plants are producing oxygen, making life more energetic for all that breathe. And we, the light workers, are the ones that can do this. There aren't many other people here to do it. So I'm asking you, please give this serious consideration. And if you will, develop the discipline of, in your meditation, talking to the air divas and the water divas, and sending your love, your gratitude, your appreciation to Mother Earth. It's going to make a lot of change in your life just doing that. And it's going to help the earth and all life forms on the earth. Thank you for listening to this. And thank you for giving it your serious consideration. And for those of you that are choosing to act on it, thank you and bless you. Steve, would you like a closing meditation?
Well, before we do, let's see if anyone has any questions or any comments on the talk, and then then a closing meditation would be great.
Okay.
If anybody would like questions, comments, thoughts, you can unmute yourself and just go ahead and speak.
I would just like Carl I'd like you to just say a little bit about understanding more about what a diva is, because I'm not familiar with working with divas, except in one instance. Actually, I read a book called Behaving as If the God in All Life Mattered. Do you know that book?
No.
And it's written by the woman who started the Paralandra Gardens that grow the roses that make the Bach essential, the Bach remedies.
Okay.
Anyway, and so she said that she prayed to the diva of the Japanese beetles to leave the roses and go to the cabbage that she had planted for them, and they did. And so I prayed to the diva of the termites that were infested in this house where I lived to leave and go to a pile of branches that I had collected for them, and they did. That was about 20 years ago, and so I've lost my familiarity with it.
Okay. Divas are nature spirits, and all forms of nature have their own types of spirits. Like you said, the termites have theirs, the beetles have theirs, all right? And I don't know how many water divas there are on the earth, but I expect it would number probably in the trillions. And the more people that we have asking them to speed up the rate of water evaporation, the more effective it's going to be, and the faster it's going to happen. Okay? So please understand that everything in the entire universe is built on one thing, and that's the soul of the Creator. And divas have souls just as we have. We, created in the image and likeness of God, have more divine energy within us than any other being on the planet. Okay? And the fact that we have so much of this divine energy in comparison to what the divas have, they look up to us when we approach them. In fact, as we approach them, they're going to be honored that we've recognized them, because heretofore they've just been ignored by humanity. Okay, so to approach them and ask them, your chances of their doing what you ask are probably right at 100%. Okay, does that handle what you were asking?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I have another issue is I'm trying to create a yard sign that increases the awareness of the Earth's the Earth's crisis, and it came to my imagination that I'd like to have a tree where you can see the leaves kind of draping down over like an umbrella at the top of the tree, and in the trunk of the tree, in which would be transparent, you can see an image of the planet Earth inside the tree, indicating that within all life forms, the soul of the Earth is held.
Yes.
I can't find I haven't been able to, I'm not an artist myself. I haven't been able to grasp. Went to a designer, I went to a couple artists, and I haven't been able to convey what that would look like, that the trunk is transparent and the planet is just held within that trunk of the earth. So if anybody wants to advise me how to proceed, or if you have any advice, I want to make a yard sign that people can put on in,
Oh, I see.
visible. Yeah.
Okay, good idea.
Hey,
Good
Diane,
luck.
if you want to write that down and put it into an email,
Okay.
maybe we could see if Brenda could do something. She's really very good with creativity, and she does a lot of brochures and things. Maybe she could put something together for you and get it back to
Okay, I
you.
will.
Yeah, put in an email what you like, and then I'll ask her to take a look at it. Good idea. That's great. Beautiful idea. Thank you. Anybody else? Any thoughts, comments, questions from anyone?
Steve, this is Pete here. I just want to say I'm so grateful for Carl. What a great guy he is, man. Come on. Let's give Carl a hand.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You are so neat yourself.
man. Okay, man.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
All right. Well, if there isn't anybody else, if anybody doesn't want to bring anything else up, then Carl, if you want to go ahead and do that closing meditation, we'd love to. We'd
Thank
love it.
you. Please make yourself comfortable. Close your eyes and block everything out from coming in your mind. And you can do that by focusing your attention on your breath. As you're breathing in light and love. It's going into every cell and in the body. As you're breathing out all energy that's less than love. You're breathing in light and love. You're breathing out all that is less than light and love. You're breathing in light and love. Light and love now fills your body. It's radiating out through the pores of your skin. It's creating a beautiful aura of light, of love. It radiates with peace and with joy. And you are in what appears to be like heaven. So joyful, so peaceful. There's such a unity. You feel at one with the chair you're sitting in, the room you're in, the house you're in. You feel at one with the nature outside of your house. And you are just radiant peace, love, joy. And it continues to grow and grow and grow. It envelops your community. It envelops your county. It envelops your state. It's growing so rapidly that it's now like you've wrapped your arms around the whole world. And you are at one with the oceans. You're at one with the air. You're at one with the birds and the animals of the forest. You're at one with the soil and the minerals of the planet itself. And you're filling the earth with love. You're filling the waters with gratitude. You're filling the air with joy. And you have created what feels like a whole new world of love, peace, and joy. And you see the anger, the hurt, the pain that the earth has absorbed You see it dissolving, being transmuted into the love, the peace, and the joy that you have filled it with. And you hear the earth expressing its gratitude, its thank you. Thank you for walking on my surface, for breathing my air, for eating my food. For truly, in so many ways, we are one. We are one. And so it is. And so it will be. And now we collect ourselves back and put all of this beautiful energy back into our physical body. And as you look out at a window or sense nature, you can feel the love being returned to you. You can feel the at-one-ment that you have created with all that is. And you can feel all of nature saying thank you and bless you. And indeed, you will be blessed. And as you're ready, you may now come back to a world that's a little bit different than the world you left just moments ago. Thank you. Bless you. So it is.
So it is. All right. Thank you very much, Carl. That was wonderful. And please send our best to Ortrin that she's feeling better.
Yes.
And just a last minute reminder, this Thursday we have our first in our Beyond the Mask workshop series with Dr. John Mundy. This is a great opportunity for folks to delve into the Course in Miracles. So feel free to register at thecopticcenter.org. And then next week again, we have our new moon meditation with LJ and Charles. And then next week we have Mark Handler with his chanting workshop, which I know he did that before and it was pretty good. So anyway, he'll be doing that again this year. And if nothing else, again, thank you so much, Carl. It was
You're
wonderful.
welcome. Thank you for letting me do it.
We appreciate you. And as like we said earlier, excellent job on the conference the other Saturday. And thank you, everyone. And I guess we will see you all, some of you on Thursday. All right. If not, we'll talk to you all later and have a wonderful evening. Thank you all. Good night.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.